Today we're talking about the 5 things that happen once the INFJ finally stops trying to make people understand. So INFJs are different than a lot of people. Yes, we know this. But that wouldn't be the thing that really gets us into trouble. The thing that really gets us into trouble is the fact that we want others to understand. We want them to understand where we're coming from. We want them to understand that we had no bad intentions. We want them to understand that we appreciate them. And so we get stuck in situations that aren't healthy for us, that are toxic, that are wastes of time because we wait for others to understand. It's about time that we say, I don't need them to understand. Like, they can keep on going thinking that there's something wrong with me. I know why I'm doing this. I know who I am. And because of that, you will open up a whole new level of abundance, of appreciation for life, and just fun. You will see how everything can change once you stop trying to make people understand. Before we get started, I want to remind you, if you haven't done this so far, then get the free poster on the INFJ Epic Life formula. And if you want to take it to the next level and jumpstart your INFJ Epic Life, then get the INFJ Epic Life audio guide. Everything you need to know you can find in the links in the description. So the first thing that happens when you stop trying to make people understand is that there's a disconnect. So this step is super important because very often it is portrayed as, oh, I'm just going to choose myself and then everything is going to be good. No. When you choose yourself, when you stop trying to make people understand, you will get disconnected from people. This will happen. This is not a question of if. Yes, some people will get it, some people will change their mind and, will be okay. But still, the dynamics that you had so far will change. You will have a disconnect. To so many people in your life, you are connected because of what you're doing for them, how you're changing your language, how you're translating who you are so they can understand it, right? It's not even so much that you try to explain to them who you are. It's more so you alter yourself, you put in these filters so you fit into their world. The moment you say, stop, I'm not trying to make them understand me. If they don't get the fact that I'm complex, that I'm interesting, that I'm, sometimes stubborn, that I'm strong, that, whatever it may be, if they don't get who you are, you're not going to try to make them understand it. And so when you had connections because you were part of their world, you had become a side character in their movie, and now you're not anymore, you're going to disconnect from them. That's just a fact. And if you know that this is going to happen, it just makes the process that much easier. So yes, at first there's going to be a disconnect because now you're just not going to be in their movie anymore. And that was the only way you were connecting with them. The second thing that happens is you find peace and freedom. So once you understand, you're never going to go down that road again. Yes, you might make compromises and be there for other people, but just for the moment, it's not going to be a role you're going to continue to play. And once you come to this realization and you have disconnected, it will be very hurtful in the beginning and it will feel very lonely. But before you know it, you'll see that there's so much beauty in that. You will come to terms with the fact that it's not that lonely as you thought, because now you have peace. Now you have freedom. Now you have the opportunity to be yourself, to do things that make you happy, and you don't have to figure in all the time what other people want. That doesn't mean, as I said, that you can't make compromises, but those choices we used to make because we wanted to be part of what they're experiencing, they were so on autopilot. It was such a weight on us, and then it will fall off. It's this typical thing of you're driving with somebody in the car. The first thing the INFJ always thinks about, what kind of music can I put on that the other person will like? If you like that music, isn't even necessarily something that goes through your mind. Nobody else is acting this way, and they shouldn't, and we shouldn't either. It's okay to think about, oh, I like this song or I like this type of music. Is this something that the other person will like as well? See, this kind of thinking is healthy. But what is not healthy is to completely forget what you want. And once you get to the realization that you're going to disconnect from people anyway, and that you cannot get the love that you're looking for from people because of what you do for them, you will finally allow yourself to choose for yourself, to make choices that make you happy first. And doing this will give you peace, it will give you freedom, and before you know it, you will get so used to it that it becomes your default state. The third thing that will happen is you will get inspired. So this is something that you will experience once you're there, once you're in that situation. It's not something that people tell you about. It's not something that you know is going to happen. But I can tell you that it will happen. If you are in the state of peace and freedom, you will feel inspiration. You will feel things that will, make you even happier, things that will make your life more exciting. Like it will bubble up something. You will get a new direction. I so often say, like, even if you don't know, like, what the next 3 steps are in your journey, like, take the first one, because I promise you, once you're there, you will get new inspiration that you cannot get right where you are right now. So you have to give yourself the opportunity to create some space, some void, so some new inspiration can come up and can show you the way of, oh, you should be doing this. The fourth thing that happens is you will feel new energy. You will feel like you have drive. You will want to take action. Because once this inspiration is there, you will want to fulfill it. And on top of that, you will now have the energy to do so. Before, all our energy went towards what we can do for others. And we completely neglected ourselves. So we kept on giving out of our cup of energy, so to say. And in the end, we were only able to keep our head above water. Right? We're not here to survive. We're here to thrive. And once you turn this around and you start filling your own cup up, you will see how, it will overflow with energy and you can share with others. But it will always start with what you can give to yourself, what inspires you. And through that, you will want to share with others, you will want to share with the world and expand your horizon. And now that you have so much more energy left, like physical energy, you can actually put it towards making the things happen that have inspired you, right? This is the step where you take all of that vision that you have as an INFJ and you make it real. You make it real because now you have energy to give. You're not just keeping your head above water. You have excess energy that you can put into the real world. And the last thing that will happen is you will create an upward spiral towards your INFJ epic life. So I always say we as INFJs have an exponential learning curve. We also have an exponential energy curve, and not just INFJs. People in general, if they choose to live a life that is authentic to them, where they continue to choose themselves, make choices that are healthy for them, believe in themselves, like really improve their life, starting with them, they will have more and more energy. And this energy really flows exponentially. It will get that much easier to do the next step. It will get that much easier to move things in your life. It really feels in the beginning like you're pushing this huge rock and it's barely moving, but it's moving. And the more you do this, the stronger you get. And so this rock, although it might get bigger, it won't be as big in comparison with you because you continue to grow more and more. And so you can push this rock easier and easier towards the life that you want to lead. I've seen this not just with me, but with so many INFJs that I've worked with and, through talking to so many of you. So I encourage every single one of you, choose you first. That won't mean that you will neglect others. That won't mean that you're a bad person. That won't mean that you're selfish. It just means that you start valuing yourself. And it all starts with stopping to trying to make people understand where you're coming from or why you're doing certain things. People will never get it if you try or not. The only person who will truly get what you're doing and why you're doing it is you. And that's all that matters. Remember, if you want some more guidelines into creating your INFJ Epic Life, then get the free poster on the INFJ Epic Life formula. And if you want to take it to the next level, get the INFJ Epic Life audio guide. And if you want to watch another video now that is in alignment with today's topic, then watch the video on the 5 reasons why INFJs thrive as lone wolves.